And we are live. I'm really excited about today's talk. I posted the question earlier, like 21 people saw it. It's like, should I do a live? If I do, what am I going to talk about? This was the very first suggestion, so I was like, done. Hey, Jack and Millie. Hey, everyone. Okay, so today I actually want to talk about the Samson beard and hair oil, and we're very quickly discovering it's actually a phenomenal lash growth serum. So because of this, I'm getting new packaging. So as you know, I have new packaging launching soon. It looks like this, and the difference will be that, so like right now, as you know, Samson comes like this. And these are the two sizes that it comes in, a 30 and a 60. And then of course our sample size, I always make samples. This is a 10 ml. This guy retails for 12. And if you just want to treat your lashes, this is all you need. It has 120 drops in it and you only need a drop a day. This one's 29 for 30 milliliters, which is 1 ounce. And this one is 49, which is 60 milliliters, which is 2 ounces. Right now, the 30 and the 60 both have a dropper. But when the new packaging comes out, the 60 is going to be converted to a metal cap because there's so many different ways to use this oil. You use it everything from like a single drop for your lashes and possible like little flyaways if you have finer hair and don't want your hair to look greasy. And then all the way to like literally pouring it in your hand and deeply massaging it into your beard and the tissue, you know, your scalp beard. And then also like deeply massaging it into your hair, your scalp basically. So that's why we decided to put a pour top on the larger one because one, less plastic. Two, when you have to do, like when I do my hair, when I do it as a night treatment, I do 3 to 4 dropperfuls and I massage it into the scalp. That's a pain in the butt, 4 of them. And especially with the 60, like this is the 60 now, it's such a long dropper. So I'm actually looking really forward to the pour spout. All right, so let's talk about the oil. So this oil was particularly developed for a beard oil. When I was working and creating the formulation, I was making it for my dear love at the time. He had a gorgeous beard and was like, make me a beard oil. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I started looking and researching. And then of course, then I realized, well, if it's a fantastic beard oil, it's going to work fantastic as a hair oil. And then what happened is we had a lovely client, it's Sabrina's daughter. Her name is Jenna Sales. She was using Samson, thinking it was the Brilliant C&E. So she had acne, and she was using she thought she was using BC&E to clear up her acne, and what ended up happening. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully we'll be okay. All right, so can you guys hear me? Somebody please respond. Is this working? It says I'm still live. Okay. So then I realized if it's going to be a fantastic beard oil, then it has to be a fantastic hair oil. And then I started using it on my hair and I was floored. So the reason why the oil really blew my mind is, as you can see, I have super fine, total basic bitch white girl hair. I have a lot of it, but it is very fine. And so every time I've ever used hair oils, it looks like I need to wash my hair again. It makes it look greasy. It doesn't work for me at all. So what I found is using it as a styling aid, I can use this stuff and it does not make my hair greasy. With that being said, I can't massage it like crazy into my scalp with this type of hair as a styling aid. How I use it is this. So here's kind of the different ways that you can use it. And then I'm gonna also go over the different oils in it and why they actually help and stimulate hair growth. So what happened with Jenna is she was using the oil. Not only did it clear up her acne, like it cleared up her acne, she noticed her lashes went berserk. She says she's never used anything that has ever made her lashes look like that. She is 17 years old, so her cells are vibrant and abundant, but then because of that, more people are starting to use it on their lashes, and I'm getting reports back. Everyone's saying it's benefiting their lashes. So here's kind of the different ways to use it. So I will use like 2 or 3 drops. And yes, there's a little crystal in the pipette. And when it switches to this, the crystal will be in the bottle. And it says so on the back. So I'll take 3 drops. And what I have found with this oil is it's not greasy. And the more you work it, the more your hair likes it. So I'll put, just as you saw, I just put it kind of in my little, my calyx to get my little flyaways. And then I'll scrunch it into my ends. Now, if you're going for like a curly look, the thing that's amazing about the Samson oil is it actually will force your hair into its ringlets. So when my dad was using the oil, he's got like a huge ZZ top beard. And what he noticed with it when he used it, and he uses beard oils, and none of his other beard oils did this, but his beard started creating waves. So you know how the African-American population, the black population, they can comb their hair, and it causes their curls to create these gorgeous little waves on their scalp. Works for short hair. Well, basically, his beard was doing that. His beard was waving, and he wasn't even having to brush the curls in. So that's one of the things we notice is it actually will line up your curl pattern, and when you scrunch it in, it actually helps revive your curls more. The other way to use it is in larger doses and completely massage it into your scalp. I do this the night before I wash my hair, or if I forget to do it, I will try to do it at least 2 to 3 hours before shampooing my hair. I'll massage it in. Same thing with the beard. You can either use a little bit to get flyaways for styling, or at night, or how, it depends on your hair type. Like people who have thicker hair can use the oil everywhere and massage it into their scalp as a style that day and go out and their hair won't look greasy. But for the beard, if you want it for the hair growth abilities, you need to massage it into the tissues. So if you're just treating the hair, you definitely are going to get the benefits of it making the hair stronger, making the hair more resilient. It's going to make the hair more shiny. It's going to strengthen the hair so you don't have as much breakage. But if you want the benefits of the roots getting stronger and the actual hair growth, you need to be massaging it into the beard scalp and the hair scalp. With the lashes, it gets there on its own, and I'll show you how. So let's go over let me go over the lashes real quick. So for lashes, if you just want to use it on your lashes, I do recommend you just get the small guy. But if you already have these bigger ones, you can totally use it on your lashes. And how I'm doing it right now, so the new packaging is going to be a glass lip gloss tube, and it's going to have a doe foot lip gloss wand, so you can paint it on the lashes. But for right now, what I'm having people do if they buy the bottle is you just want to take 1 drop on your finger, or whatever fingers. I'm so used to using these ones because of eye cream, that's why I use the ring finger. And you're just going to paint it on like this. Okay, and I go back and forth. You don't really need to massage it into you can go like this, but you don't really need to because it will get there. And I don't recommend you do this right before bed because I have had people report back that they woke up the next morning and their eye were kind of gunky. So I think what is best, see, like I just got some in my eye. So I think what is best is to put it on like an hour or 2 before bedtime so it can kind of soak into the hair and the skin around it. So you're not like lying on your back with the oil going down. And then I just painted on this one, back and forth, as you can see. But it's also a phenomenal oil for your skin. And this is actually another really fantastic acne oil as well. And we're going to go over that because I'm going to explain to you the oils that are in it. Yes, this cat said that she did a Samson treatment yesterday, and Andy's hair is soft today. Yeah, it makes your hair so soft. So my hair and my hair is so soft today. Yay, so you're liking it. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what the formulation has. So when I started doing my research, I wanted to create, of course, if I'm going to create a beard or hair oil, it needs to make your hair grow, and it needs to strengthen the hair, make it stronger, softer, all that kind of stuff. So what's in this formulation is, of course, again, unrefined. That's the key here. So if you're working with other beard or hair oils here's the thing. This is why I struggle with the oils sometimes. Because almost like the other companies that make skin oils, okay, they are making the claims that what the oils will do based on research done on unrefined oils. So when you look at scientific studies and you look up pumpkin seed oil, papaya seed oil, those studies are being done with the unrefined version of the oils because that's where all the damn nutrients are. So, but what companies do is they work with the refined version of the oils because then they can control it, right? It takes out the scent, it takes out the color, it makes the oil much more stable. So like if you can take an oil and have a shelf life of a year, and then you refine it, and all of a sudden the oil can have a shelf life from like 5 to 10 years, depending on what its profile is. It's all the goodness that's in the oil that makes it go bad faster, but that's what you need to get stuff to work. So all my oils are unrefined, and it's pumpkin, papaya, blueberry, carrot, safflower, and meadow foam. So this is why I chose those oils. So the first one I chose, of course, was pumpkin seed oil. The reason why I went with that guy is solely for the fact that there's lots of studies on it to prove that it's a DHT blocker. So your body, if you have somebody in your life that deals with hair loss, they know what DHT is. They've heard it a billion times. It stands for like dihydro or dihyd testosterone. And basically what happens is the reason why pumpkin helps as a DHT blocker, why it prevents hair loss, is basically has a high level of 5-alpha reductase. It reduces 5-alpha reductase. And 5-alpha reductase is the enzyme that converts testosterone into DHT. So testosterone is what causes DHT. It's this enzyme that converts it, and pumpkin blocks that. So that's the big thing. There's studies to show that it helps with hair growth and preventing hair loss and stuff like that through taking it orally and putting it on topically. The other thing, pumpkin seed oil also is 50% linoleic acid. And linoleic acid is essential in cell membrane development, not development, but biosynthesis. So remember how we talked about how all of our cell membranes are basically made of fat? And that's why it's really important to have like essential healthy fats and essential fatty acids in your diet, because then your cells can function better. Well, 50% of pumpkin seed oils is linoleic acid, which is what helps with biosynthesis of cell membranes. It also has vitamin F in it, which is an uncommon vitamin, and that plays a crucial role in skin and hair regeneration. And the other thing about it is it does fight acne, it softens the tissues, and it keeps the skin supple and youthful. So if people are out there wanting to try my skincare oils and the price point is still too high for you, even though I've worked really hard to keep those price points low, just so you know, with the Prakash Organics stuff, these really are 100+ oils. I choose not to put them at that. That's where they fall in the marketplace. They're $100 to $150 oils. I don't choose to put them there because I'm not an asshole. Yes, I want to make money, but I am not in this to make money. I am in this because I want to create the most highest end, luxurious, high quality skincare that most people can afford, because there's absolutely no reason for price points ever to be that high unless you're solely trying to make tons and tons of money. I don't need to make tons and tons of money. I want to live happily, and all the money I make, I want to be able to give back so other people can live happily. I want all my employees to have a high quality, I want them to enjoy working for Prakash Organics, but their whole life not revolve around it. So that is why the price points are what they are at. If you are wanting something more cost effective though, you could use this on your face as your face oil, and then it's only $29 a bottle versus the heavier and lighter that are this size that are $49 a bottle. So I say give it a whirl, give it a try. I've used Samson on my whole body before when I was traveling. I forgot to use body lotion, so I just used it's a phenomenal oil. Okay, so the next oil I chose was papaya. And at the time, I actually couldn't find really any research on papaya and why it would be good for the hair. But my instinct just told me it needed to be in there. And so I put it in there, and it just felt right. And when I was having Christopher test it and see if he liked it, I was playing with the formulation a bit, and at some point I added another oil to it and then reduced the papaya. And he was like, nope, put it back. The papaya is what gives the amazing gloss and shine. Like, you literally look, when you wear this in your beard, it looks like you have glitter in your beard. It is amazing. Linda's saying that the heavier oil took away her rosacea. Yay. I love hearing that. So it's got an enzyme in it called papain, which a lot of you know, in papaya. And so now I've been able to find more research on it. So it's super high in vitamin A, which is very healthy for the, of course, tissues of the scalp and the beard. It has the papain strengthens hair, and it also helps with fast and healthy hair growth. The other thing that I talked about was that it makes it super shiny, and it also helps prevent with water loss. I just feel all oils tend to prevent with water loss, but papaya does tend to stay, that and meadow foam we're going to talk about a little bit, it does tend to stay retained in tissues longer, so it does help with prolonged hydration. So the next one I put in there is blueberry, and blueberry is in there. One, it's a major anti-frizz ingredient. And the other thing is that it has that, and I'm going to butcher this. It's got anthocyanidins. Anthocyanidins, something like that. That is what gives blueberries, black currants, acai berry. That's what gives them that super dark pigment. Blackberries. So that pigment is it's rare, and it's a major antioxidant. And I make sure to source blueberry seeds because I've had blueberry seed oil that is green, and I've had blueberry seed oil that is almost so dark purple it's black in the jug. I go with the stuff that's almost so dark black that it's in the jug, because that's the whole reason one of the reasons I'm using that ingredient is because that antioxidant's in there. And if the blueberry seed oil comes to me and it doesn't have that super dark color to it, that antioxidant's not in there. Like, I have seen oil companies who have made the claims on blueberry solely based on this antioxidant, and then you get the oil and it's clear. So where the heck is that antioxidant? It's not in there. It's been refined out. So therefore, all those benefits from that antioxidant, totally in it. Not true. The thing with the antioxidant, though, is it also helps with hair growth and regeneration. So that's also why it ended up in the formulation. Then we moved on to carrot seed. The other thing with carrot seed is that so just so you know, I work with carrot seed carrier oil, not essential oil. So carrot seed is one of the few things where the carrier oil and the essential oil come from the exact same thing. So the difference is when they're cold pressed, it is carrot seed oil carrier. When it is steam distilled, that's how you get the carrot seed essential oil. I work with the carrier. So there's enough anecdotal information and anecdotal evidence on it to where they can say, yes, it absolutely does help with hair growth. The reason they have found that it helps with hair growth is because it actually brings it makes the hair stronger at the root. And so because it makes the hair stronger at the root, then you don't have the breakage. Therefore, it seems like you have much better hair growth because it's not breaking off at the root. And it also helps with hair loss. Then I added safflower, and the reason I chose safflower is because that's the one that stimulates blood circulation at the root, so it helps make for healthier roots. And then also because it's loaded with vitamin E and essential fatty acids, it does, again, completely condition like the hair shaft and the length of the hair. And then the last was metafoam, and I solely chose metafoam for the fact that and this is why you're going to see metafoam a lot. Like, if you start looking at ingredient labels that are also other oils, you are going to see metafoam. And it's because it actually acts like a preservative. It makes the other oils in the formulation last longer. So originally when I was formulating it, it was a beard oil, not realizing it was going to work on all hair. And I was thinking, okay, guys don't go through product as fast. So I'm going to put metafoam in here so it has a longer shelf life. But then I realized it actually has a ton of actual great benefits to it too. So in the hair, what it does, and the tissues, it's the same thing. It stays retained in the tissues longer. So it helps with prolonged hydration, of course, which is excellent for the scalp and the beard scalp. It also creates a nice schlip, and helps maintain hydration levels better. And it also prevents breakage. So those are the oils that are in the formulation. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The new packaging in the lash, like I talked about the glass tube. I'm super excited about the name I chose for it. That's going to be 4 to 5 months out, I think. I have to order it all the way from China and have it shipped. And the thing when I order from China that's hard is they will not send an order to me unless my final count, I have to have at least 10,000 quantities. So I just ordered $15,000 worth of packaging that's sitting in Portland. It's actually going to be driven down any day now. It's going to be in my garage, sadly, but that's where it's going. And they have to have it moved again. And then I need to place another order, but as you can see, they're large orders. They're expensive. So it's going to probably be about a couple months before I can place the order. And then once it's placed, it's about 2 months from production, and then shipping, it takes about 2 weeks to get here. So bear with me, but doing it on the finger Works absolutely fantastic. Okay, does anybody have any questions about the Samson beard, hair, and lash oil? Let's see. Yeah, the blue tansy in heavier is phenomenal. That's, people love it for that. Thank you so much, Shayla. Yay! So here's the other thing. Because it is, so my sister started using it. I told my sister about this 2 weeks ago. She just noticed, I posted yesterday, she just noticed her lashes are getting better. I've been doing it now for 3 weeks. I'm noticing my lashes are getting longer. So I would say, I'll come right back to you, Laura. I would say that you should start noticing, like, it shouldn't be like with the other, it's not, it doesn't have that glandular in it, right? It's just oils nourishing the tissues in the hair. So you should start noticing, honestly, a little bit of difference within like 2 to 3 weeks. It's not going to take you 6 to 8 weeks like the other style of lash serums that are out there. And yes, it will absolutely help with dandruff because it helps me balance sebum production on the scalp. So that's the other thing I've noticed when I started massaging the oils into my scalp. I've been doing that now for, oh gosh, a while. I created this oil over a year ago now. I noticed that my hair, like I can go 3 whole days before my hair actually starts getting oily looking. Whereas before it was like 2. So my sebum has definitely balanced on my scalp more. I have all kinds of new hair growth. Like when I was styling my hair today, you can see that like right around this level here, I have all these little flyaways and things. I also deal with Hashimoto's, and so I get Hashimoto patches. I don't know if any of you guys, people with Hashimoto's, I'm sure know exactly what I'm talking about. But you don't just like diffuse lose your hair. I mean, you lose it that way. But then I've also literally had like, looked in the mirror and literally had like a bald chunk on my head. Totally baby butt bald. And so it's really helped when I started massage. And I've noticed since I started using it, I don't have that issue as much anymore. I don't find the little, when I have Hashimoto flare-ups, I'm not finding the bald spots on my scalp. The last time I actually had one, holy shit, the last time I had one was before I started using this oil. Because I remember I had one last December and I made this oil in December. Yes, I use it in my brows. And the other thing is that it's also phenomenal for anybody who had, like, for people who want to do braids in their hair, for more of the coarser hair types, like C3s and things like that. It's phenomenal for styling any type of, I've seen it do phenomenal in like Asian hair types, black hair types, Middle Eastern hair types. Anybody with that like more middle to coarser hair, they can actually just like massage it in like crazy, style it. The next morning, just put a little bit of dry shampoo in their scalp and be on their way. It's not a big deal at all. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about the little glitch. I'm glad everything worked out. Light and love to you all.